It's time. We're just going to enjoy the title screen for a moment. Oh, I am so happy this isn't in Wii U Purgatory anymore. This was one of the last 2 games that needed to escape. Hell yeah. Now I just need Wind Waker and Twilight Princess to get off it. In some form. Okay, that's good enough. I can sit there for a while, but I want to play. Shh.
July 2054 AD. The Earth was caught in a great battle between unknown alien forces. Their weapons were terrifying and powerful beyond human reckoning. Our planet was overwhelmed, its surface reduced to ash and rubble in the blink of an eye. The Coalition government knew the war was coming. In response, they prepared the Earth-Life Colonization Project, Project Exodus. Interstellar arcs were launched all across the planet, from every major city on Earth. Bravely, we leapt from our cradle, our home for the last 4.5 billion years. But most of the arcs never even made it out of the atmosphere. Only a small handful managed to escape. Among them was our ship, the White Whale. After leaving Earth behind, we spent 2 years wandering in space, searching. We thought of ourselves as the lucky ones, the pioneers who would settle a new world. But our past caught up with us, literally. The alien blitz was unrelenting. If not for the efforts of a lone hero, we would never have survived. Our ship took heavy damage. We lost control. With our flight systems down, the White Whale was pulled into the gravitational field of a nearby planet, its hull shattering and breaking to pieces as we plummeted toward the surface. Since then, 2 months have passed.
Hell yeah. Let's see. It doesn't really matter which baseline I start with. Small. What do I want to do? This is the hardest decision. Sure. Oops. Oops. Do 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 do. Oh, that's what put the clip up. Do, do, do. I need better lighting. Yeah, this one. Sure, slightly different, I think. Those eyes are fine. Oh, it's the people. That's fine. Oh my god, I keep doing that. Hello, thanks for the follow. Oh. Anyway. God, there are all these options. Fucking Monado. Let's just leave those.
They never stood a chance. They never stood a chance. Huh? Nice job. Here we go. Huh?
Oh, I think this is the voice I used in my original playthrough.
Nice job. Huh? They staggered me. Huh? All right, let's do it.
Hello. I've lost my balance. Hello. It's a pleasure. Hello. It's a pleasure.
Hup. You're in good hands now. We did great. You're in good hands now. Oh, all right. Let's murderate them. Hey, hey. We sure owned them. What? Yay, we win. Huh. What? Yay, we win.
Hello, Fiora.
Yay, we win. I've lost my balance.
Huh? Let's go. Shall we? Huh? I've been staggered.
Huh? So what if you staggered me? We're gonna do great. Huh?
Success. Shall we?
They staggered me. Shall we? Huh? They staggered me. Huh? Shall we?
Hell yeah.
Attention, external access confirmed. Disengaging stasis in 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing hatch. Please stand clear.
It's her.
Hey there. Looks like you're all in one piece. Careful. Just take it nice and slow, okay? Your senses will need time to reactivate. Your pod is the only one around that landed intact. Good thing I found you. My name's Elma. You want to tell me yours? You don't even remember your own name? Must be the stasis hangover. That's not good. Just try and focus, all right?
There we go.
Good, there we go. What else you remember? It'll come. In the meantime, I'll get you up to speed here as best I can. How are your limbs? Can you move? We'll take it easy while you shake the stasis out of your system. One step at a time, all right? First things first. You'll be needing a weapon. There you go. All right, let's get going.
Hell yeah. Whee! Whoops! Okay, I see. Whee!
Most of the White Whale's life pods didn't survive the crash, like this one. You're one of the lucky few. Right. You don't even remember the White Whale, do you? You know, the L002? The ship we escaped Earth on? You remember Earth, right? Planet Earth. Your homeworld. Or rather, it used to be anyway. Unfortunately, it was caught in a battle between two alien forces. And destroyed. Ring any bells? Don't feel bad. It's one memory I'd like to forget.
Battle tutorial.
I know. It's been following me for a while now. I didn't want to alarm you, but we're going to need to defend ourselves. You up to the task?
Do, do, do. Black tar, let's go.
Attack at range. Follow my lead. Target in sight. Shadow strike. Appendage destroyed. Moving and strike. I know. Take this. Down you go. Rapid fire.
You're not half bad. There's plenty of work back in the city for someone who knows how to handle a weapon, you know.
This is the other great thing about this game. This is me on a daily. Anyway.
Then you're interested. In that case, I might have just the job for you. But anyway, we can talk more details later. For now, let's keep moving.
Oops. Do, 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 do. Oh, you gotta hold it down. Whoops. Loot. Oh, there it is.
Use this strength to keep everyone safe.
There's a shiny over there. Oh, that's the jump button. Okay. Fucking trigger is a decision, I guess.
It begins.
Let's see what you've got.
Shadow strike. Assault hammer. Light. Flinger. I can't move.
Ow.
Flame grenade. Light. Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike. I can't keep this up. Shadow strike. And one more hit from my adrenaline. I figured you'd win.
My bad. It's fine. Elmo's the best. Wee. Well, yeah, okay. That's what I'm looking for. square cache. Oops. Oh, hell yeah. Anyway, I'm a little distracted here. Let's see, what's this? Okay. Alright, let's actually play the game. April. Aha! There's so much I forgot. Oh, right. Just go naked. Do 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 do. Oops. Right. Let's just get you in your usual outfits so we can leave it for the whole game. There you go. Okay. We No, we're good. Let's stop pissing off the local wildlife.
Didn't have to be
Nope.
like this. Engaging! Lay down some fire for it!
I'll blast a hole right through it! Down you go! Scream at fire!
Nice job! We got it. Let's move.
Okie dokie. Perfect timing.
The rain's starting to let up, just in time for sunrise. Follow me. I promise you're gonna love this. Pretty wild, huh? They're all indigenous, as far as we can tell. We need to learn to play nice with these guys if we're going to try and coexist together. call this planet Mira. You won't find it on any star chart. But it's our new home.
Guys, I love this game.
Recognize the habitat unit? That's where we're headed. Watch yourself. That first step's a doozy. We can jump if you like. You could handle the fall. But the indigents down there are another story. Some big, some mean, all nasty. Given our options, the high road here would be the safer way to go, relatively speaking. That said, whichever way you want to go, I'll follow your lead. You decide.
Do.
Sir!
Oh shit, I'm blocking that. Oh well. Maybe I'll read those out because my big fucking head's blocking all that.
Ready? Let's move in! Shadow Strike! Assault Hammer! Sliding Slinger! Realm Armor! You should be doing better. I should heal me first. Sliding Slinger! Appendage destroyed. Move in and
Ow.
strike. I'll use this strength to keep everyone safe.
It's time we beat it up. I saw shinies over here. Alright, let me, like, actually play the game. Well, this is unfortunately how I play the game. do 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 do.
Nice job. Nice work. Didn't have to be like this.
Ready? Let's move in.
Now it's my turn. Shadow strike. Pendant destroy.
Whoops. That's unfortunate.
Flame grenade.
Anyway.
Slide. I figured you'd win. We got it. Let's move.
Okay, yeah, that's where the enemy's just trying to get a little too tough for me right now. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up.
Here we go.
Engaging. Lay down some fire for me.
I'll blast a hole right through him.
Now, melee attack. Shadow strike.
I know. Take that light. Assault hammer.
Hostile neutralized. Switch to close range combat.
Roger. They won't get a moment's rest. Okay. Now close the gap.
Slide knife. Move in and do some damage.
Don't push. I know. Take this.
Shadow strike.
Strong armor. I got a little reckless.
I should heal up first.
Kill me.
Slide. Slinger.
Oh, bye, Alma.
I figured. Move in and nice work.
Yes, I nerd. Do 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 do. That's the important thing, is I have to see what cool armor I have. Let's keep it on for now. I don't need a fashion armor for that. Here, piggy, piggy, piggy.
Here we go.
Let's see what you've got. Shadow strike.
Assault hammer.
Scream edge.
Flame grenade. Okay. Now close the gap. Right at.
Slide knife. Move in and do some damage. Hostile neutralized. Switch to close range combat.
Strong armor. Right at.
Whoops.
Now close the gap. Don't push.
Ba ba da ba da ba.
Slide. Slinger. Shadow strike.
Right at. I got a little reckless.
Upward hand.
Please, heal
I
me.
should heal up first. Early bird. Slide knife. Move in and do some damage.
I know. Take this. Go. This straight. Everyone's
I don't have to beat up all this stuff, but you know. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. To the surprise of no one, I did not make it before night fell. Ooh, I get to get a better gun. Excuse me. Something snoring up there. That's right. Let's leave you alone. Ba 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 da ba ba. Do do do. Check this out. No fall damage.
Didn't have to be like
Oop,
this.
okay.
Shadow strike. Assault hammer. Slide. Go me. Now close the gap. Early bird. Don't push. You should be doing better. I should heal up first. That armor. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Slide. Splinter. Hope you're ready for this. Now, melee attacks. I figured you'd win.
It's true on any planet.
Have I really been playing for an hour already? Jesus.
Looks a lot bigger up close, doesn't it? This was just the habitat unit. The White Whale was one hell of a ship. Until it all came crashing down, at least. That's the West Gate. It's closed off now for security reasons. But we've repurposed a freight elevator that will get us inside. Rexes. Riled. We can't leave them roaming here, not this close to the gate. We're gonna have to take them down. You ready? Didn't have to be like this.
Attack it late. Shadow. Follow my lead. Target in sight.
Enemy destroyed. Move in and strike.
I know. Take this. Go me. Missile neutralized. Switch to close range combat. Sliding slinger. Roger. They won't get a moment's rest. Scream edge.
Oh, new art.
Shadow strike.
Taunt. Okay.
Now, melee attacks. Upper hand.
Right at. No, wait. Now close the gap.
Easy.
It's a shame we had to settle near so much wildlife. Luckily, some species aren't so hostile, but they aren't necessarily friendly either. I've come to learn that there's a fine line between self-defense and provoking a fight. We need to walk that line. All right, let's head in. Who knows? Maybe seeing the inside will jog your memory.
Oh. Got a new shirt. Let's use that one. It's yellow. It's interesting. They actually have it sorted by class now, or by type of weapon, which is interesting. This game is pretty. You don't want to talk to me. You'll talk to me.
Thanks.
Oh, hello. You must be the new friend that Colonel Elma mentioned in her report. Having just woken up after all that time, I'm sure you're dying to get home and take a shower. Fortunately, the west gate is closed at the moment. If you want to enter the city, you'll need to use the elevator at the top of the stairs. They'll probably open the gate soon, thanks to the great work you guys did killing the monsters that were causing all that trouble. But until then, you'll have to forgive the inconvenience. Please understand. Yeah. Boop, boop, boop. Do. It's the elevator. Whee! Look what I can do. Whee! Okay, come back. It's not the same game as Pokemon. Or same console, rather. Kind of far away, I can target shit. What's all this? Oh, okay, this is just like summaries of everything. Okay, so that's just like... Okay. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. NLA.
Well, here we are. Not too shabby, huh? For a giant beached spaceship, anyway. But, like it or not, this place is our home now. We took the name from the city it was modeled after back on Earth. We call it New Los Angeles. Welcome to NLA.
And so it was that another survivor came to join our band of refugees. Together, we resolved to forge a new way of life here on Mira, New LA was our beautiful lie to ourselves. Truth is, we were adrift, heading into the unknown. Our native home was gone, swallowed in a shroud of light. And our future was uncertain. We had no idea what fate lay in store for us. Only that we had to keep living in order to see it.
Hell yeah.
How about a quick tour of the facilities to refresh your memory? Let's start with your living quarters. Follow me.
Brave citizens of New Los Angeles, good day. This is your Director General, Maurice Chausson. Today, I once again come to you with news I am truly delighted to share. Yesterday, we repatriated 10 more White Whale crew members. These fellow pioneers will rejoin our ranks as citizens of NLA, bringing with them skills and know-how that will bolster our ability to survive and indeed flourish here in our new home. This, of course, is only the latest success
Director General? Since when?
2 days ago, ma'am.
Irina!
Political aid to Director General in just a few weeks.
Gwen!
He'll be Emperor by next month.
Irina? Gwyn?
Nice work out there, ma'am.
Right. Introductions. Irina Akulov, Gwyn Evans.
This one of the survivors, Colonel?
The survivor. I only found a single pod intact at Starfall Basin.
Wait, what? What happened to 10 more crew members?
Come on, seriously? Shosan was never one to let the truth get in the way of a good speech. Still, every last survivor counts. You can call me Irina. I'm with the Interceptors.
Me too. Same division. You can call me Mr. Evans. Or just Gwyn.
The three of us were in the Coalition forces together. Specifically, the Special Operations Heavy Armor Training Unit, aka the Skeleton Crew. I was a colonel and Irina a lieutenant. Gwyn was a more recent recruit. Of course, I keep telling them we don't need those old ranks anymore now that we're here.
You're still Colonel to me, ma'am. No reorg will ever change that. And that's not about chain of command either. It's about respect. You've earned it.
And the award for Best Ass Kiss goes to...
Well, I'd remind you both the ma'ams aren't necessary if I thought you'd listen.
All right, ma'am. We should be getting back to work. Until next time, Colonel.
Right. We should be going too. The administrative district isn't far. That's where you'll be calling home. For now, anyway.
I love them. Oh hell yes, the night theme.
Really?
Hey,
Hey, you're the new gal, aren't you? New crew member that Elma found, right? I was wondering what sort of person you'd be. You're a pretty one, that's for sure. Yes, ma'am, I like the cut of your jib. Well, welcome to New LA. We're happy to have you. Sure, there's all sorts of stuff you have to do before you get situated, eh? Paperwork and whatnot? In that case, you can just hop right into that transport that's idling over there and it'll take you straight to the administrative district. Doo-doo. Oh. Boo.
hey!
Most of that's flavor text, though. I think there's some that could become important later on.
Wow.
Heard gunshots and some sort of dying wail from the other side of the west gate. I guess one of the teams must have been fighting with an indigent? I really hope they finally took out the aggressive indigents that have been causing problems just outside the city. Because in that case, we should be able to reopen the west gate soon. Yeah, you're welcome.
Sir,
Pretty lights. Oops.
Damn it!
Hey, Doug.
Look, I know what exhaust smells like. It was exhaust in the cockpit. Just check the ductwork, would you?
Oh, I'm checking. I just seriously doubt it. Hey, look at that. The intake exhaust bypass is reversed. Oh man, it's a good thing I caught that.
You caught that? You're the one who cleared me to fly.
Everything okay? It's not like you to flub a flight check, Lynn. Good thing you had a rugged pilot like Doug at the controls.
Oh, hey Elma. How'd it go out there? And would this be one of the you-know-who's? Cool. I'm Lynn Lee Coop, mechanic and top all-around fix-it gal for Blade.
She's 13, and I know, she looks young, and she is young, but trust me, she's one of our top talents.
Most of the time, that is. Most of the time.
Anyway, you guys heading back to the barracks?
Yeah, why do you ask?
As long as you're here, why don't I take you on the transport? It's a great way to see the city. I'll give you the grand tour.
That sounds like a great idea.
All right, Doug, I think that'll be all for today. You can clean up here and dock the Skell.
What?
Don't mind the exhaust. I'll take care of it tomorrow.
Don't mind it? Wait, why am I cleaning up your mess in the first place? Lynn! Lynn!
Bullied by a 13-year-old. Hi, Lynn. Pretty. Dude.
Hey, listen.
Anyway. What's up, Doug? Am I supposed to handle this by myself? Oh, don't mind me. Go ahead on ahead to the Blade Barracks. There's a transport pilot just down this way. Ask him to take you to the administrative district.
Listen to this.
Even merely maintaining our current front lines requires ludicrous amounts of money and materials. It was difficult enough on Earth, but supporting a military on a planet like this requires resources on a whole other scale. Which means we curators need to secure sufficient resources here on Mirror to fuel Blade's military activities. Otherwise, it will be impossible to sustain offensive against our new enemies, search for the Lifehold, or continue countless other Blade projects. It's not the most glamorous line of work, but when I came to understand how important it was to the continuance of Blade, I knew I had to join up. Our resource transport helicopters are constantly being attacked by indigents. So far, Howard and Siska have managed to evade the attacks with quick thinking and spry reflexes. But I know it's only a matter of time before our luck runs out. We've asked the Interceptors to help clear our flight paths of indigens. They have a lot on their plates right now, so it could be a bit. I hope they get to it soon. Someone over here? There is.
Am I right? What? Nice.
Yeah, right now it's kind of like San Francisco before the gold rush. We know there are valuable resources all around us, but most of them haven't been claimed yet. While the rest of Blade is off casually performing missions, I'm going to expand Frontier Nav and make it a fortune. Do you want to get in on this action? If so, I'm going to need every last credit you got. Oh, and you'll only be a junior partner, so you'll have to follow orders from me. Bitch.
What?
Oops, that's not what I wanted.
What?
There you go. Yeah, that goody-goody Kirsty is going around to Blades who ain't been clued in yet and teaching him all about Frontier Nav. Why can't she mind her own damn business, huh? What if one of those little pukes beats me to a prime Frontier Nav spot and installs a probe? If she's such a freaking expert, why doesn't she go get rich herself instead of shooting her mouth off about it to everyone else? Guys, I have Lynn's stuff now. Let's get you into your stuff before we get anything weird on you. You gonna block me from going this way? Sure are.
Hey!
Yep.
Oh, yeah?
I'll go eventually. Don't worry about it. Can't wait to get myself stuck in somewhere. There we go. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, that's you again.
Well,
Anyone else here? Okay, let's get the tour. Hey, buddy.
Not bad, huh? You can see everything from up here.
It beats walking, that's for sure.
The best way to see NLA. I never get tired of this view. It's like a different city every time.
It's certainly come a long way in the last few weeks. There's still so much to be done.
One day at a time.
Speaking of which, we don't really have time for a full pleasure cruise here. Why don't you give us the express tour then? Just the highlights.
Okay, you got it. New LA is divided into 4 districts. We departed from the industrial district, where Doug and I were conducting the flight test. It has food production, skill development, you know, industries and stuff.
It's also where the West Gate is located, remember? Expect to pass through there fairly often. The only other gate out of the city is in the administrative district. I'm skipping ahead.
Next is the commercial district. Restaurants, galleries, cafes, clothing, groceries, you name it. It's a veritable shopping paradise.
The CD is the closest thing to a downtown we've got. It can actually get pretty crowded sometimes.
Well, by NLA standards anyway. Day or night, the best and only bargains on the planet. To your right, the residential district. Housing, housing, and more housing. Well, plus a nice park and the cathedral.
If you're ever looking for quiet time alone, to relax and unwind with a good book, that's the spot.
Right? The park is my favorite place to just zone out and chill. And last but not least, our destination, the administrative district, the nerd center at the heart of NLA. Note the distinct dual-level structure here. The upper level holds our administrative tower, home to Blade HQ and the government. Not to mention Armory Alley as well as the barracks where we live. The lower level there is a hangar complex for Skell maintenance and repairs. And this concludes our tour. We will be landing shortly.
Thanks, Lynn.
Shitty weather for a tour.
We'll save the rest of orientation for once we're back at the barracks.
Enjoy your stay in the administrative district, and thank you for flying Lindley Airlines.
Right. Let's get you over to the barracks. Then I should file my report. They'll be eager to hear the details on how I found you, I'm sure.
Well then, we better not keep them waiting. The barracks are pretty close, actually. They're set up just behind the giant blade tower here. That road there wraps around the left side and leads right to it.
We'll pass through Armory Alley, but let's not get sidetracked, okay? We can check it out later.
But I love getting sidetracked. It's my favorite thing to do. Forgot about this guy, Larinar. Oh my, is the new gal turning to little old me for help? You're making me blush. Well, you bet I'll teach you. I'll teach you everything you want to know. You earn battle points as your base level and class rank rise. You can spend those points to upgrade your skills and arts anytime you like. You need to upgrade your arts to learn devastating techniques or upgrade your skills to heighten your overall power. It's totally up to you. I wonder what sort of blade you're going to become. Such possibilities. I heard there was a stalled Skell in the residential district, so I went to see for myself. And would you believe it, a real looker of a blade was standing right beside it. He was just my type. So I wonder if I could get random to coincidentally assign us both to the same mission. Doo-doo. Stella.
Sir, here's what I know.
We officers are aware that not all of New LA's citizens are on board with Director General Chausson's policies. But the more we allow our ideals to enslave us, the grimmer our situation will become. Hopefully some breakthrough opportunity will present itself eventually. You got the look of someone who just might be able to accomplish that. If you're ever ready to be that opportunity, let me know and I'll assign you something important. Okay?
Sir. Intel is sparse, but
Are you familiar with the continent comprised of nothing but wastelands far to the east of New LA? We're receiving reports of non-naturally occurring structures in that region. We need to find some answers about who built these structures and what became of them, and do it fast. I guess I'll have to post a mission for the Pathfinders division. Boo. Julius.
Working hard?
As part of the Earth-led colonization project, interstellar ships took off from a number of cities. However, we don't have any idea what happened to the others. We've been transmitting a signal from Mira in an attempt to establish contact, but we haven't had any replies yet. It's possible that we're all that's left of humanity. No, ignore that. We mustn't lose hope.
Working hard? What to do?
The expansion of Frontier Nav hasn't been progressing the way I'd hoped. It's mainly because of interference from the indigents, though I suppose we are the ones encroaching on their turf. It's only natural they'd fight to protect it. I just wish we could find a way to install the data probes without having to do so much needless fighting.
Hey,
Boo! I want to sightsee now!
Yeah?
Kirsty.
Okay, listen carefully.
Defense Secretary Nagi is in charge of military affairs. He in turn oversees Commander Vandam, who serves as our operational leader. It's mostly a political position as I understand it. Normally someone in such a lofty position wouldn't have contact with the boots on the ground. But Secretary Nagi always insists that he's just another citizen of New LA and strolls through the city without an entourage. He's a very impressive leader. Why, are you offering to help? Because with the amount of work on my plate, I won't turn you down. If you don't even know the basics of operating one of those, I don't know how much help you could be. Well, you should ask your patron, Elma, I mean, to walk you through it. After that, we can talk. Once you know what you're doing, come back and talk to me, alright? Priscilla. The provisional government is our system of self-governance, headed by Director General Chauson. Don't tell me you thought that Blade was running this whole city by itself. Blade handles the fighting, but the provisional government manages the city. It's a very clear division of duties.
Yeah? Well...
Mediators protect the city and also serve police-like functions within it. But there are some problems they can't resolve without further help. That said, I simply do not have the manpower to resolve some of the more minor grievances that are brought to me. It would be nice if there were good Samaritans available who were willing to make the effort to solve those sorts of problems. So side quests. Got it. Cherry.
How's it going? Oh, wonderful.
The weather in Mirror changes abruptly and often. They say it's as fickle as a young lover's heart. Oftentimes you'll head out on a bright, clear morning and end up soaked from thunderstorms by noon. Veteran blades tend to carry a wide variety of equipment in order to respond to changing weather. For example, electrified weaponry is especially effective during thunderstorms.
How's it going? Wow.
Did you hear about the blade who found an unusual flower while she was on a mission in Primordia? It turned out to be an indigent that was just camouflaged as the flower. The thing attacked her out of nowhere. She's lucky she wasn't killed. I hear the poor girl is totally traumatized now. Even the get well flower she's been receiving have left her screaming and shaking like a leaf, poor thing.
What is it?
As support staff are the ones who have to clean up Blade's messes in the maintenance center and commercial district. As a doctor who heals the wounds of Blades, I actively serve in a support capacity. It keeps me far busier than I would like. There's no end to the foolishness of Blades who throw themselves into battle and sustain needless wounds in their every encounter. Should you end up in a combat role yourself, I urge you to equip yourself properly to avoid sustaining any preventable damage. Yeah. Can't believe a fellow alumnus of my elite university chose to become a Blade of all things. And this was a man so accomplished that he stood out even among the top students at our university. He could have been a politician or a CEO. But instead, he chooses to put his precious life at risk with one dangerous mission after another. Cannot even begin to comprehend what he is thinking. Even the residents of New LA who are not members of Blade are actively supporting the city in some capacity. After all, we also share the burden of being among humanity's last survivors. I, for example, have the role of keeping Blades in tip-top condition. I'm willing to sacrifice anything to help Blade succeed. I would heal those who are building our new legacy even at the cost of my own life. And what of you? Are you prepared to do your duty as one of humanity's last survivors? I just got here. I do not engage in gossip or any other forms of idle conversation that serve no clear purpose. But I suppose Sherry over there may have a few interesting things to share. She's very popular with the Blades and gets to hear a lot of their stories. I don't know if any of it would be of interest to you, but if you wish to know of happenings outside the city, you should speak with her. It's Ted. Well, I'm a curator in Captain Eric's team. We're in charge of surveying Mira's biology. I've always had an affinity for animals and nature and stuff, so I'd like to think I'm pretty well suited to the job. I know Mira's going to be at her home now, and I know it doesn't sit well with a lot of folk, but it's all a matter of perspective. Think about all the new species of flora and fauna, all the things you'd never see on Earth. Doesn't that excite you? Well, for me it does. Honestly, I'm grateful I get to explore more of this incredible world with every new day.
I appreciate it. Right.
Before I got picked for the White Whale's crew, I was surveying new species of plants in the jungles of South America. Now it's my responsibility to clarify, in a hurry, the effects that our new home's flora might have on humanity's future. And yeah, I have military training. I might come from academia, but I'll be damned if I don't pull my own weight around here.
I appreciate it.
Most of Mira and flora is still unidentified, but as a rule of thumb, be extremely careful when encountering a new specimen. Once you've picked up enough samples to analyze, I would recommend clearing out quickly. This place is just as dangerous as the Amazon, most likely more so. You should really proceed under that assumption. Nah. God, like, just how many fucking people are there? Are here, rather.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because this has all the different divisions, places.
Need something?
You that new gal everyone's talking about? You're a scrawny one, ain't ya? Sure wouldn't want you watching my back. Dick. Do you even lift? You gotta start training those abs, pecs, and delts, babe. Leave the city looking like that and you'll be in some indigenous belly before the gate plank shut behind you. Not that you make much of a meal. If you're planning on doing any serious fighting, get your glutes down to Armory Alley and bite yourself some proper gear. Huh? What about me? Babe, when you rip like I am, gear don't make one bit of a difference. What do you think? Pretty impressive, right? Go on, you can touch him. Want to see me flex? God.
Need something? Ha! Get a load of this!
Do you know you could take the elevator on Division Drive down to the lower level of the administrative district? That's where the hangars are. A bunch of punks usually hang out in the shadows down there. They like to pick fights with new blades. I'm sure they'd love to have a go at you, so watch your back, alright? Yeah. That was really okay.
What?
Hey. Check this out.
Before we engage in a big bounty mission, the whole team always huddles around Arena and looks up our target in the enemy index. Once we've worked out our plan of attack, we head out and engage the foe. You can use your Blade issue comm device to pull up information on any foe you fought previously. Battles here can be tough, so be sure to put your enemy index to good use, alright? I'd hate to lose you out there. Any fool who's dumb enough to face this foe head-on won't live to make the same mistake twice. You must constantly move to stay in your opponent's blind spots. Attack your foe from the back. Attack it from on high or below. Anywhere but head-on. Attacking from any of those positions will improve your accuracy and your odds of landing a critical hit. Do you understand? Do you not understand? Either way, repeat what I just said 1,000 times until it finally penetrates that thick skull of yours. You're all jerks immediately. I love linking struck blade rookies that don't even know the basics of combat until they grow into respectable blade operatives. But recently, a number of cowards have failed to withstand my love and fled my training sessions. But you look like the type that can take it. If you decide to join Blade, you come and ask me anything. I'll take the fundamentals of combat and beat them right into you.
Hey.
Boo. Eleanor. This is Mission Control. As a Blade, you can... Oh, I see that you haven't yet registered as a Blade, Avril. Well, if you do register and join the division, you'll be able to accept missions right here. I understand that you haven't yet decided what role you wish to play here in New LA, and that's fine. But I believe you would make a splendid Blade. Trust me, I've seen countless Blades standing right here. I know talent when I see it.
Yes?
My name is Eleanor, and I serve as Blade's receptionist. If you have any questions about your assignments, feel free to ask me anything. If there's anything that I can do to help, I hope you'll let me be of service. Now, go do your best, Avril. I expect great things from you. Thanks, okay. Do.
Unbelievable.
Whee!
What's wrong?
The members of each division have their own responsibilities, but mine is primarily guard duty. Lately, there have been reports of dangerous indigents appearing near the entrances to the city. That's why we've sealed the gates and taken up a defensive posture. We've tightened our guard to the extent that there's absolutely no chance of an indigent infiltrating the city. But now I hear that Elma and some new gal already slaughtered the Grex pack that prowled outside the west gate. So I guess we all ought to thank Team Elma for their successful counteroffensive. You're welcome.
This sucks.
Carl is pathetic. I put him on indigent control duty and he hasn't killed a single one. If I didn't have so many damn duties of my own, I'd march right up to him and spank him like the insolent child he is. Hey, if you're headed that way, could you give Carl a message for me? He'll be the one loitering out in front of the arms manufacturer's building. Tell him to pull his head out and get his goddamn work done before Trevor has to stick a boot so far up his ass he'll taste shoe falls for a month. Sheesh. Stuff to loot. Okay, yeah, I can't buy shit.
Hey. What? Well.
After the horrible fate that befell Earth, some humans have come to resent all xenoforms. But as a scientist, I am always eager to see examples of life forms who acquired intelligence through a different evolutionary path. From what I understand, they found ruins throughout the planet that suggest intelligent life existed here previously. I always relish opportunities to encounter the unknown. What about you?
What?
I may be a rough and tumble blade, but believe it or not, I was once studying to be a biologist. When I was a student, I was always off on one cross-country trip after another, doing field work with my professor. We traversed jungles and deserts hunting for rare animals and fossils. When we'd find one, we'd jump up and down with glee, like children. Ha! Our professor stayed behind on Earth, but I know he'd have been thrilled to come here and see all the unidentified species on Mira. Okay, maybe I should stop fucking off. Just a little bit.
Hey.
Oh hell yeah, rainbow weather? need to go out front where I can see it. I want to see the rainbow. Whatever.
Yeah?
Wee.
Great.
Okay. Give me one moment. I'm gonna run an ad break real quick, and I need water, because all this reading is making me thirsty. Hello! Actually, I'm gonna run a quick ad break, but welcome to the stream, and I'll be right back, I promise. Okay, we got 40 seconds till the ad break comes back and then we'll get going. Bop. Ba. Okay, cool. Ad should be off. Anyway, I'm doing good. How are you doing tonight?
Yes?
Oh, have you come to see the town helper? I'm sorry, what? You don't know who the town helper is? It's me, silly. I'm a mediator, but I started dabbling on the side. I teach weapon sales, offer equipment tips, deliver lost items, give life advice. Folks just started calling me the town helper. I kind of liked it, to be honest.
Yes?
Oh, you don't have more to say. I got a little distracted. I got used to everyone having a couple things to say.
Hey,
They still have the spots you can change time, although they added it to the menu. Yeah, good to hear you're doing well. Plot of this game, essentially, Earth got caught in between a war between two aliens and got blown up, and the remnants of humanity managed to escape on giant ships. And we're part of a group that crash landed on another planet called Mira. And now we're trying to not die. That's the basic of it.
hi. Wow.
Huh, you're that new crew member they found, aren't you? So what do you think? Isn't this town huge? But as big as it seems, Mira is a whole lot bigger. Soko running off half-cocked. That comm device you're holding can display a map of the surrounding area. If you lose your bearings, just fire it up and take a look. The triangle is your current position. The teal dots are your fellow team members, and the white dots are the people like me. As for skulls, well, you don't have one of those yet, so never mind. But when you do get one, take a look at your map and see for yourself. I would not say this one's my favorite game, but it's from my favorite series. But I like other games in the Xenoblade franchise more. You've heard of Talon Rock, right? That big rocky mountain in the northern part of Primordia? It's that big spire you can even see from the city. That area hasn't been fully explored yet, so Eleanor is always nagging us to get out there and do a survey. But the Talon Rock mountain is swarming with dangerous indigents, which makes it a big hassle. We've been kicking that can down the road forever. But now they aren't even offering us any other missions, so we basically have no choice but to do it. That Eleanor has the face of an angel, but she's doing the devil's work in that receptionist guise. Yeah, I am very glad this game finally got out of Wii U purgatory. Alright, let's actually, before I spend the rest of my stream just talking to random people. Move. I am mostly a Splatoon streamer since I play that game competitively, but otherwise I just kind of play whatever I feel like. Okay, we got plot.
And here we are, Blade Barracks. Consider yourself our guest until we finish getting you registered. Feel free to come and go as you please.
I think I can answer that one.
Nagi!
So, must be the latest rescue.
Secretary Nagi!
Is cool. Chipper as always is.
What can I say? Pep is my middle name.
I ran into Doug Barrett on the way here, and he didn't seem quite so upbeat. Anything about today's flight I should know?
No. Nothing to worry about.
Good. Be sure it stays that way. More importantly, Elma, you found another one. Excellent work out there.
Just doing my job, Mr. Secretary.
Now, as for officially registering our new citizen here.
Why don't we talk inside? There's a lot of ground to cover. It could take some time.
Ah yes, of course. Forgive me. You must be weary from the stasis and your journey back to us. Please, after you.
I'll put on some tea.
I've been streaming for several years now.
Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kentaro Nagi. You may remember me as Captain of the White Whale. Now I serve as Secretary of Defense here for New LA. The provisional government has charged me with keeping the peace, so all military and police matters fall under my jurisdiction.
He's also my superior officer. And he'd be an excellent person to talk to when you're ready to start looking for work.
What about a job right here with Blade? She seems capable.
Let's give it a little more time. At least until she knows enough to be able to make an informed decision. She seems to be suffering from some form of memory loss.
Memory loss? From the stasis?
She could barely remember her name, and nothing at all about what happened to Earth or the White Whale.
I see. Though, come to think of it, the entire lot of us have only been on this planet for what, 2 months? It shouldn't take very long to get caught up.
My thoughts exactly.
Well then, where should we begin?
Honestly, it doesn't take too much assets if you want to start streaming. You don't need to, like, dive full on in.
It started at the end, 2 years ago. The end of Earth. The casualty of a battle between two hyper-advanced alien civilizations. Their technology and weapons were beyond our comprehension. We were like infants, naked, powerless. The Earth was reduced to ash, blown away.
I still wonder if I hadn't been there. If maybe all of this could have somehow been avoided.
No one can know that, Elma. What we do know is without you, there'd have been no Project Exodus, and no escape for any of us. Did it go perfectly? No. We are here, and we are alive. We survived. So yes, Project Exodus. Once we learned the Earth might be threatened, we needed a plan to preserve all her various life forms. That plan was the Earth Life Colonization Project, otherwise known as Project Exodus.
Those of us who escaped on the White Whale spent over 2 years wandering in space. 2 hard years. But we clung to our mission, find a habitable planet and settle there. We had no idea how long it would take. Or that the decision would eventually be made for us.
The xenoforms found us again, and, well, it wasn't a happy reunion. Earth wasn't enough. They wanted humanity destroyed. For better and for worse, we were close to planet Mira when we lost control of the White Whale. Inertia and gravity took it from there.
The ship had taken way too much damage to survive entering the atmosphere intact. We had no choice. We channeled all the power we had left to soft land the habitat. Once the dust cleared, we set to work transforming it into its current state. Searching for survivors, establishing Blade, installing the provisional government. Basically, making it a sustainable city.
I don't do VR chat. I just have like a PNG model. I'm not like, I haven't full committed to like a full VTuber model. I might do it in the future, get a full model in the future, but I do not have the money for that right now. Sorry, we're getting lots of plot.
Is an acronym. Builders of a legacy after the destruction of Earth. Quite fitting, I think. It's a relatively new organization. Up there in space, we had plenty of provisions, and a crew trained to handle the limited amount of situations we might encounter in our travels. But of course, all that changed after we lost most of our ship and came crashing down here on Mira. We needed food, water, search and rescue teams, surveyors, police. The list goes on and on. It was too much for the provisional government to manage on its own, so Blade was born. The idea was to have one central organization with different disciplines to fill these various roles. Its core was pulled from the Coalition military, so it's mostly former soldiers. But fighting isn't our most important duty. Right now, we have a single top priority that supersedes all others. The search for and recovery of the Lifehold.
Take a look at this. The White Whale was designed to carry an exceedingly large number of passengers, all of them held in stasis, all housed in a structure called the Lifehold. This is a complete schematic of that facility. Only essential personnel were conscious and active for the journey from Earth. The flight crew, maintenance engineers, and of course, some military so we could defend ourselves if necessary. But the vast majority were in the Lifehold. Are in the Lifehold. With any luck, they're all still there, in stasis, waiting to be rescued. But there's a problem. We now know the Lifehold broke apart along with the rest of the ship when we came down on Mira. What we don't know is exactly where all the pieces landed. Not very comforting, I know. Blade's top priority now is locating the missing units.
Thanks for the follow. But yeah, fully rigged model, it depends on how, like, complex it is. I see prices like a couple hundred. I've seen, like, the super crazy ones in thousands because of how all the work it takes to rig everything.
Ah, yes. All citizens of NLA are required to register their name, age, and occupation. We also ask you report any personal assets and take a short survey regarding your current state of health. All purely as a precaution. I'm sure you understand. As the caretakers of humanity's survival, we all have certain responsibilities.
And hey, it's not all bad. Registering gets you access to all kinds of public services.
In any case, I'm sure this is all a lot to digest. You'll be wanting some time. Ms. Ku, even I'm tired of hearing myself speak. Why don't you take our guest out for some air? Perhaps a tour of the administrative district.
Yes, sir. Come on, we'll keep this briefing brief.
Whee! As you explore the administrative district, think about what sort of life you'd like to lead here in New LA. Take all the time you need. I'll be right here whenever you're ready. That's right, you can customize the barracks. Boo.
No, it's not every day we're authorized to let a civilian tour the administrative district.
Yeah. Nagi must really, really want her to join Blade.
The AD is a bit different from the other districts. It's got everything a Blade would need, all in one place, without any extra fluff.
Get a load of that skill. Even the way that they walk is so cool. Oh yeah, work it, baby.
Let's geek out.
This girl gets it. Aren't they just the coolest? Just everything about lasers, the force fields, the bipedal and vehicular transformations. You ever have that dream where you're inside one and it's just transforming over and over and over? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Actually, I don't normally show this to people, but I've been working on some Skell fanfiction. Hold on, I'll just pull it up here.
I love Lynn.
Lynn?
Oh, right. Sorry.
Originally, scales were developed as a defensive measure to counter potential alien threats. It wasn't enough to save Earth, though. We were outnumbered and outgunned. Still, just look around you. New LA has gone from basically nothing to this in just 2 short months. We could never have come so far, so fast, without Skell technology. I'd love to get you into one to see for yourself, but it's not that simple.
Well, yeah, duh. For one thing, only Blades are allowed to pilot Skells. And even then, you need a license.
These aren't toys we're talking about. They're complex machines with powerful weapons. And they're a precious resource. We only have so many of them to go around. So yes, as you might imagine, the certification process is a fairly rigorous one.
I'm sure you're thinking, where do I sign up for the test? But it's not that simple. They choose you, not the other way around. You can't just walk in the front door and volunteer.
There is some criteria. The details are largely hidden, but basically, HQ only allows the cream of the crop to take the test. Blades who go above and beyond in their duties, and for the people of New LA in general.
So what do you say? If you become a Blade and work hard, I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before they tap you on the shoulder.
Speaking of work, that reminds me. Why don't we check out the mission control board first? That's where we take on our assignments.
Good call. Let's head on over.
I already looked at it. That's fine. Whee! Boing!
So this is mission control. We don't have a dispatch system yet, so Blades usually choose their own assignments. Everyone comes here and selects from the missions available on the board.
And it's not just official Blade tasks. Anyone with a request is free to post here. Businesses, citizens, whoever.
Yeah, it's basically how anything gets done in New LA, so the board is constantly updating. Just about every Blade will stop by here at some point in their shift.
It's like our second home. You'll always find a number of Blades around here, blowing off steam or browsing mission control for their next assignment.
Whenever I get freed up, I'll stop here first thing to check for any missions I might be suited for.
Likewise. And if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo, that's what the Scout Console is for. We should show you that next.
Hey, who's giving this tour anyway? We also have the Scout Console, if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo. And Elma just said that, didn't she?
Hey,
Whee!
Ta-da! The Blade Scout Console. When the going gets tough, the tough go to the Scout Console. You know, to get tougher.
If you do end up joining us, you'll quickly realize just how important this little kiosk is. A lot of the mission control assignments are too much for any one Blade to handle. They tend to call for multiple members with specialized knowledge or unique skills. This console lets you search for and recruit other Blades to fill those roles for just such an occasion.
You can't spell Blade without team. Sort of. Anyway, awesome, right? So, you ready to join up?
Hang on, Lynn. Take it easy, would you?
What? I'm just saying you'd have to be some kind of an idiot not to want to join Blade. Or maybe a crazy person.
Oh, and here I thought you might be pressuring our guest.
Apology accepted. Now, how about a little shopping? And I'm not talking about the stuff over in the commercial district. I'm talking about Armory Alley.
That's what I need, so I have better looking gear.
Listen.
Boing. 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 Boing.
So this street's what we call Armory Alley.
Blades can requisition equipment from any of the vendors here.
I won't lie, most Blade members face danger on a daily basis. Having the latest gear isn't about impressing your friends. It's a matter of survival.
True enough. And that goes not only for your personal armor and weapons, what we call ground gear, but for skell equipment as well.
You can even buy whole skells. Can you imagine owning your own skell? Huh? Oh, right, the door. I think all that's left is the heart of Blade itself. Blade Tower.
Boo. Ba 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 da ba da. Blue Fritz.
Working hard? I can tell you.
If you join Blade, you'll be able to use the shopping terminal in Armory Alley to buy armaments from the city's various arms manufacturers. And once you acquire a Skell license, you'll be able to buy Skells from there as well. When that happy day comes, I hope you'll consider buying one of the high-quality Skells from my company, Sakuraba Industries.
Working hard?
Talking's hard.
Thank you.
The arms manufacturers have been asked to prioritize new weapons development, but that sort of work requires resources and money. And there aren't any large investors in New LA, so we have to seek capital and uranium from individual blades. The amounts of investment provided by each is small, but merge enough small streams, you end up with a mighty river. At least that's what we're counting on. If you join Blade, I hope you'll consider investing in your preferred arms manufacturers. We sell strange and unusual stuff my husband picks up out on the job. He's a pathfinder, so he's always finding crazy space junk and whatnot. I don't have anything to show you right now, unfortunately, but check back later. Should be back in a little while with a new haul that'll blow your battle socks clean off. Yes, actually, but I'm not going to talk about it. I don't even want to entertain the possibility of it being true. I'm just going to stay positive and hold on to hope, so please don't ask again. Okay, bye.
Yes.
Now then,
Oh. Ba 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 ba.
Listen.
So yeah, Blade Tower. When we come here, it's usually to stop by Blade HQ. The higher-ups, like Secretary Nagi and Commander Vandam, will spend most of their day here. The government leaders, too. They're based in the tower. Guys like our new Director General Maurice Chusson, for example.
Blades sometimes report to the leadership here after we finish key assignments. You'll want to remember this place.
And that about does it for our tour. So, what do you think? Pretty amazing setup, right? You can't wait to join Blade, right?
Okay, Lynn, seriously, that's enough. We're not here to make a sales pitch. We just want you to have all the facts so you can make an informed decision to join us, or not. Now that you've seen where and how we work, hopefully it made a good impression, but your decision will be just that, your decision. In any case, let's head back to the barracks. Secretary Nagi will be waiting.
I did it. Sure. Boop, boop. Doo doo.
Hey,
Oh.
Yeah?
Whee! Wonder they'll let me keep going exploring this way. Did I talk to you already? This is where the arms manufacturers are based. This building is for the companies that are involved in the research, development, and sale of weapons and armor for Blade. Ah, but you're not Blade yourself, are you? Forgive me. I assumed that you were officially registered by the way you were armed. My professional duties include recruiting Blades from uranium gathering missions. Unfortunately, I've had few interested parties, and most Blades are busy installing data probes, battling tyrants, and performing other vital duties. But if you should find yourself in uranium to spare, might I invite you to accept one of our assignments from Mission Control? Needless to say, we will pay a fair price for the uranium as a mission reward. I do hope you'll consider this proposition. Carl!
What? Great.
That gate over there, the east one, can you believe how long it's been sealed? This is really getting to be a hassle. Huh? Want to know why people can pass through the west gate but not this east one? Well, New LA is just the residential unit of a ship that's been hastily reconstructed into a city. It wasn't exactly built with ease of access in mind. The west gate entrance is where the passage to the White Whale's maintenance management area used to be. I'm surprised you didn't know that. Everybody know. Oh, are you that newly discovered crew member? You are, aren't you? Hey, welcome to New LA.
What?
Man, I'm as excited about my next mission as I am my next root canal. You want to swap? Just kidding. I mean, I'd love to swap, but if Trevor found out that I passed a mission off, he'd tear me a new one. Trevor's as strict as they come, and no mistake. You don't ever want to get on his bad side.
Oh, yeah?
Got it.
Okay, Avril. You can chit-chat later. Let's actually get something done today.
Honey, we're home.
Yes, very amusing.
Who wants a fresh cup of tea?
Thank you, Ms. Cook, but I can't stay long. I just wanted to pass along a request from the commanding officer.
Commander Vanda? Does it have anything to do with our new arrival?
Correct. He stopped by while you were out on your tour. He said he'll come back, but that I shouldn't wait to ask him.
Here we go. I bet I can guess.
You probably can. He wants to fast-track our new friend here for Blade duty with a training assignment.
What in the hell are we waiting for?
As he put it.
The commander does have a way with words.
Makes even my pitch sound smooth.
I explained about the memory issues, but he didn't see it as a problem. And to be honest, given our current need for Blade recruits, I can't say I entirely disagree.
Hey, it's not me you need to convince. Blade service is voluntary, remember?
Of course. I would never force or coerce anyone. Well, friend, what do you say? Can we count on you to do your part?
We're gonna refuse here.
Ms. Koo, how much do you know about life pods?
Life pods? You mean like from the White Whale?
Yes, those life pods. Like the one Elma, a Blade, rescued our friend here from. Emphasis on the word rescued. Because if you aren't released, you just sit there frozen in stasis forever.
So did you have an engineering question about life pods? Or is this all part of the guilt trip?
I'm sure I have no idea what you're talking about. Now, what'll it be, friend? Now, you wouldn't want to refuse the people who saved your life, would you, friend? You said no, you wouldn't refuse. That's a yes, right? You said no, you wouldn't refuse.
Okay.
That's a yes, right?
But you must.
I knew you'd make the right choice. Welcome to the organization.
I had to make sure to show the guilt trip.
Elma, she can start on your team. We'll begin training immediately.
Yes, Mr. Secretary. With pleasure.
All right. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club.
Now then, let's discuss that training assignment. We've decided to start you out on a probe installation, just to get your feet wet.
I guess we should back up a bit. Here in New LA, we're using a specialized computer system called Frontier Nav to help us deploy a sensor grid across Mira. A network of data probes that allows us to monitor conditions and collect all kinds of information about the planet.
Expanding that grid, filling in the blind spots, is one of Blade's highest priorities. Here, take a look at this. What you're seeing on screen is a terrain map that includes New LA and the surrounding landmass. As you can see, we've divided the area into a series of hexagonal blocks. We call these blocks segments. Together, they form our grid. We determined this was the most efficient pattern in the limited range of our probes. Based on it, we know exactly where we need the probes to go. Now we just have to install them.
The sooner the better, as far as I'm concerned. The Frontier Nav probes can also detect the general locations of living things in the vicinity, which comes in handy if we need to track down a Blade or another citizen.
Yes, quite handy indeed. So for this first exercise, you'll be heading here, to that white segment. Go there, install the data probe, and then come back home.
Got it. East of the city.
In that case, we can take the East Gate out of the administrative district, right? We should be there in no time.
I'll leave the details on the data probe installation procedure to you.
Of course, Mr. Secretary. All right, you two, shall we?
Yeah! Training or not, let's go install the hell out of that probe!
Hell yeah. Guys, we finished the prologue and chapter 1. Installing data probes is one of Blade's most fundamental duties. But that's a lesson that's perhaps best taught in the field. I'd like you to accompany Elma to see exactly what I mean. This will be your first Blade mission. You can expect to be compensated if it's completed to our satisfaction. Now show us what you can do. Whee! Oh. Do.
Man, am I glad we pulled an assignment to the east of the city this time. It'd be a long walk all the way back over to the West Gate.
Hold on. Are we even sure the East Gate will be open? Last I heard, it was still on lockdown from all the high-level indigent activity.
It was, but they just lowered the threat level earlier today. The gates are officially open for business.
How convenient.
One of our teams must have gone out there and kicked some furry indigent butt, huh?
Wouldn't surprise me at all. Irina's team is one of our best.
How does she know Irina and Gwen?
We ran into them just before we met up with you. They were on their way out to an assignment.
Well, then that settles it. It must have been them, right? Man, forget this amateur hour probe baloney. Those guys are where the action's at.
I'll try not to take that personally. But enough talk. We've got our mission to deal with. Let's head out.
Roger. That probe isn't gonna install itself. Let's get to the east gate, shall we?
It's over there. Hell yeah. Oops. Ooh. Okay. Let's go! Might as well get all the landmarks out of the way too. Make my life a little easier. Whee! That's fine, nerd.
Hey. Yes?
Why not get used to battling indigents by fighting some Ovies? This place is lousy with them after all. Unlike Rexes and other, more ferocious indigents, Ovies won't even attack unless you hit them first. That makes them useful as training dummies. Another piece of advice? Don't mistakenly pick a fight with any of the dangerous creatures near Sarum Lake to the north. Talking is hard. Newer skill interceptors are there, but as noble a goal as protecting the city is, it's not worth risking your life like that. If you ever catch the eye of one of those indigents, just turn and run away.
Hey.
Apparently, Nelson's team has gone missing. They had planned to install a number of data probes and then come straight back to the city. What could have happened to them? I don't know what sort of foe they ran into, but let this be a lesson. You have to be careful when you're exploring. Whee! Back into Primordia.
Here we go. Locked and loaded.
Oh. Oh, it's nighttime now. They went to bed. Okay. Shiny. Let's grab this.
What?
That looks concerning.
What the hell happened here? You don't think that one Sinicula could have killed all these simius? Unless... what?
This is bad.
What's bad? I don't follow you.
That Sinicula. It's a tyrant.
Huh? But it looks just like any other Sinicula.
Think about it. Your typical Simius is way higher up on the food chain than your typical Sinicula, right? Usually we find one Simius standing over 3 or 4 Sinicula corpses. But here, the tables have been turned. And I don't see a single trace of any other indigents in the area. There's only one explanation. That Senicula is a tyrant.
Dun dun
Let me check the
dun.
Blade Report database. If there's a tyrant this close to the city, someone must have run across it. Bingo. There was a Senicula tyrant sighted not too long ago. But it was a couple of segments further out.
It could have followed the blade that spotted it back towards New LA, or come here to feed, or who knows what.
That's crazy. I can't believe there's a tyrant right on our doorstep and HQ isn't doing a thing about it.
Well, don't forget why they sent us here in the first place. Frontier Nav's range is still limited.
Oh, right. They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have lost it when it went off the grid. The tyrant designation is given to creatures that pose a special threat in the environment. That doesn't always mean raw strength. Some tyrants will actually register as low rank when we find magma fields and engage them in combat.
But don't let that fool you. If a creature shows up as a tyrant, you can be sure it's got at least one nasty trait or ability to speak of. The system can't account for everything, though, so don't let your guard down, no matter what rank it assigns. Even some of Blade's very best teams have come back with serious injuries after running into a tyrant in the field. If they come back at all. As long as you understand the risks involved. Lynn?
Count me in. The same goes for everyone in New LA, but if we're gonna settle here on this planet, we're gonna have to get used to dealing with tyrants now and then. Besides, if I need to, I can always run away while it's busy chewing on one of you guys.
Fair enough. But don't push it, okay? Either of you. If we can take it down, great, but if not, even just luring it away would be a moral victory. As long as we buy enough time to install the probe, we can use Frontier Nav to track it, or any other tyrant that comes this close to the city from now on. Just make sure you're ready before we attack. This will be tougher than anything else we've faced.
Maybe I should go beat up some bugs around here first. Yeah, this is all just Lynn shit that's new. Doo-doo-doo. Let's see. Where's your break? Or stagger, that's right. Let's see, what do you got? Thermal res, you got. With the topple option. Top. Let me rearrange these. Oh, I could have just done that. Anyway.
Attack at range. Follow my lead.
Maybe we beat this up real quick.
I've got your fire. Now, melee attack. I know. Take this. Go me. Now shadow strike. Watch me lay in. Assault hammer. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Early bird. I can't move. I figured you'd win. Nice work. Attack at range. Follow my lead. Fire carnival. Shadow strike. Red eyes. Move in and do some damage. I know. What? Take this. Down you go. Suppressive fire. Scream edge. Get a little strong like this true on any front.
Okay. Maybe now we can beat up this thing. It's probably might be a tiny bit optimistic, but that's fine. Get some shinies. Oh.
How is this even punch first? Ask questions later.
Now, my turn. Side slash.
Flame cloak.
Appreciate it.
Wow, spit.
So what if you stagger me?
Ow. Wind blows hard in December.
That presented him. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Hope you're ready for this. Go eat. Now watch shadow strike. Sliding slinger. Hope you're ready for
Wild
this.
down. On top of them. Roll in.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fire carnival.
Strong armor.
Who cares how big they are?
I owe you one.
Concentrate your fire.
Early bird.
It's not-
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
I know. Take this.
Move in and keep the rhythm going. Hope you're ready for this. Down you go. Suppressive fire. Target in I know. Take this. Side slash.
Hell yeah.
We are awesome.
Nice work, Lynn. You fought well. You did too. Now let's get down to business and install that data probe. If we stay here for long, there's no telling what other playmates might show up. This beam of light indicates a frontier nav site. It marks the ideal spot to bury the probe.
Okay, the probe should be ready for insertion. I'll just boot it up.
Thanks, Lynn. The top half of the cylinder contains the probe itself. The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth. We tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods. burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run. We all set?
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready.
Why don't you do the honors? You can launch it right from your comm device. Give it a try.
Hello. Welcome to stream. Meow.
Good. Now we just need to give it a minute to reach the target depth.
And installation complete. We are now online with a solid connection to Frontier Nav.
Excellent. See, at the end of the day, there's really not much to it. The hardest part was calculating the ideal probe locations. We need them spread out evenly to maximize data collection.
Yep, planting probes is easy. And the more we plant, the more likely we are to find missing crew. So anytime you see a probe site, there's no excuse not to plant that sucker.
That'll do it for your training. Let's head back to the barracks and report to Secretary Nagi.
Game's going good. Hope your night's going well. Wow! Yes, hi nerd. Boo doo doo. Do I fast travel yet? Maybe not. Yeah, I don't think I fast travel yet. That's fine. It's not that far. Whee! Do 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 do. I don't want to wrap up soon, but I need to go to bed and work. I don't want to go to work. I want to play Xenoblade. Let's get myself in Blade and then we'll probably call it there. It's fandom!
Commander Vander.
Well, now look what the cat dragged in.
Sorry we missed you last time. We could have come to meet you at HQ, you know.
Indeed. I suggested as much. Twice.
And we know how much I enjoy being told what to do. Anyway, I hear you tangled with a tyrant, way out of your league, on a training mission, no less.
Oops.
That was reckless, and goddamn magnificent.
I did it.
So, Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet. Don't worry about it, all right? I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
The bet?
I'm sure I'm needed elsewhere. You'll all excuse me? Commander.
Well, that wasn't obvious at all.
Huh. Look at you two. I swear, you're like two children excited about a new toy.
Look who's talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
It is before we'd even asked her to become a blade, little Miss Stick in the rear.
Usually I ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one go.
Enough about that. Where are your manners, anyway? I still haven't been introduced to our new recruit here.
Commander Vanden is Blade's top officer.
In a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow? Huh. Not much for conversation, are you?
So you still haven't told us why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Ha! Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine, Elma. Anyway, first we need Chatty Cathy here to choose a division and pull an assignment.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right? There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Let's start with the Pathfinders. Pathfinder's #1 responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission. It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP. So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lighthold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors. You met Akalov and Evans, right? Irina and Gwen? This is their division. Interceptors have one main duty. Protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira. Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads. They escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Next are the Harriers. Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test flight with Lynn? He's part of the Harriers. If you think of the Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense. They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats. But only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigent that moves.
And you got your Reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the White Whale. Among other things.
Oh shit.
including anything of ours left behind after a battle.
Hi, Robo! Hi, Raid! With a cutscene!
It can get a bit morbid, frankly, but it's gotta be done. Until we're up and running here on Mira, and have this place completely figured out.
Hello!
Everything we brought from Earth needs to be treated like it's irreplaceable. Also, the search for the Lifehold. That's mostly on the Reclaimers.
Next, Curators. Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory, bringing back whatever samples they can get their hands on. Fruits, bugs, sticks and stones, you name it. It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigents.
Next? Alright, prospectors. Prospectors do, well, prospecting. They poke around looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we need for everyday life here. We packed all the essentials we could on the White Whale. That will last forever. We need to be able to replenish our water and fuel if we want to survive. And sooner or later, we're gonna have to figure out how to replace things from scratch. From the socket on a Scout's knee joint, right down to the frying pan in Lynn's kitchen. Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Next up, Outfitters. All of our ground gear and scale weaponry is developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out anything that might inspire new weapon ideas, and even assist with testing new prototypes.
Finally, the Mediators. These are the folks who keep everything hunky-dory when John and Joan Q public. Any problems a civvy has, they come to Mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators. Lost cat? Mediators. It's not a division for everyone. You need to be a jack of all trades, and a people person. Someone with my charming personality? Probably not the best mediator. But if you got what it takes, it's a clutch role, keeping things cool on the home front.
All right, so I think that's all 8 divisions. Any idea which one you'd like to join? Don't fret about it too much. Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate. Mediators can still get out there and mix it up, hunt indigents, whatever. And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like. So there's really no reason to stress about this. All right, you ready to choose?
Okay, I can say hi. Hello, Raiders! Welcome to the stream. I'm playing Xenoblade because it came out, and it's the only thing I care about right now. We're probably going to wrap up soon, unfortunately, because I have to work tomorrow, and I really don't want to, because I just want to play this game for the rest of my life. But it is what it is. I hope your stream went well. I think you're doing Mario Kart Thursdays up. That's next season started up again, right? If I remember right. I wish I could, but literally, like, I just got told today we have a major thing that we have to do on Tuesday, and we have, like, no time to prepare, so I really can't. Hell yeah, Season 6. Anyway, let's choose my division.
Yeah, and we're on pins and needles.
I mean, it's literally going to be the Pathfinders, so. Yeah, this was on the Wii U. This was like the last game in Wii U jail.
Then it's settled?
Alright. Thank God that's over. By the power invested in me, yada yada, you're officially a Blade.
Congrats, and welcome.
I know you're gonna do great.
Well, yeah, there is those two. Those would be nice to come over.
Let's get down to brass tacks. Nelson's team has gone missing. Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
Nelson. Pathfinders, right?
Are we talking indigents here or what?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a skell with them. You think they could hold their own, or at least run away.
Alright, we're on it. We'll head to their last known location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Of course. Let's move out.
Doo-doo.
Roger that.
Okay, that'll probably have to be done tomorrow, though. Okay, now I got fast travel. Hell yeah. Although, of course, we're gonna have a side quest to do first. What's a Vandom? I don't get it. Nelson's team was full of talented blades, and they were even outfitted with a skull. Make sure you're well prepared before you go. Your destination is in the eastern part of Primordia. I think I got new gear anyway. Is this better? This doesn't have the, it does have one less upgrade slot. Me, actually, this might be good for Lynn. No, never mind. Her stuff, basic stuff's better. Okay, that's fine. Can I customize now? Yeah! Oh, I think that's new. Hell yeah. Yeah, there's a lot. I'm gonna fuck with this later, because I need to go to bed. So yeah, I'm gonna stop here before I wander out and get distracted by something else, because I really do need to go to bed. I'm so sad. But thanks for coming by, guys, and thanks for Robo for the raid, even though I can't keep going. I'm sorry. I'd love to, but I need to, like, actually earn money. Let's see. You know what? Let's send you over to someone I was playing with last week, one of the Mario Karters. Since you guys just came from a Mario Kart stream anyway. Let's go Bugzonic. Why not? Start that raid. It was pretty cool. He's doing some races reviews that people want to join in. I don't know how the system is, but it looks like it's pretty open. But yeah, thanks for coming by, everybody. Hope you enjoy your night. Bye, stream.